In the world of mega mining, size isn't just for show, it is survival. To reach the riches buried deep underground, you need engineering marvels that defy logic. From battling slippery cliffs to moving mountains in the dead of night, we are tracking down the biggest excavators and the toughest operators on the planet. Buckle up, because we are about to witness the absolute peak of mechanical power. Let's dig in. All right, look at this beast right here. This is the Liebherr 9350, unit number 205. Just look at the size of that counterweight. It's anchoring a machine that weighs over 300 tons. It's going head-to-head with a massive BelAZ haul truck, number 7117. You see that face shovel bucket design? Instead of tearing into a solid wall, it's scooping up massive piles of loose rubble. It takes about 5 to 6 full buckets to top off this 120-plus ton truck. The coordination here is key. Watch how the bucket gets right up to the truck bed without touching it. That is precision engineering meeting brute diesel power in the middle of the desert heat. From raw pushing power to blistering speed. This is the Hitachi EX 2600-6. Unlike the Liebherr we just saw, this unit is rigged as a backhoe. Notice how it sits above the truck and digs down? This setup is perfect for reaching deep into the pit while keeping the tracks on stable ground, right next to that massive drainage pond. Watch the swing speed on this thing. It's loading a Komatsu D8R, a 100-ton class hauler. The cycle time here is aggressive. The operator uses the backhoe geometry to pull the material in, fill the bucket, and snap it over to the truck bed in seconds. It's moving thousands of tons of overburden before the rain clouds break. That is pure Japanese hydraulic efficiency. Efficiency in mining isn't about a single machine. It's about the ecosystem. Here, every giant has a specific mission. The Komatsu D8R and Cat D8R provide the brute force, delivering massive payloads with relentless consistency. But raw power needs a solid foundation to thrive. That is where the Caterpillar D8 takes command. While the trucks haul, the Dozer secures the ground. It clears the dumping zone instantly, preventing tire damage and ensuring the trucks never have to slow down. It's a perfect, continuous loop. Dump, push, return. When this team works in sync, they don't just move earth, they maximize profit every single second. But this rhythm is easy during the day. Wait until you see what happens when the lights go out. When the sun sets, the night shift begins. Welcome to the domain of the Komatsu PC2000. Under the harsh glow of industrial floodlights, this machine is waging war against OB, overburden. It's the massive layer of waste rock standing between us and the treasure. Working at night isn't just about visibility, it's about rhythm. Without the punishing heat of the day, the pace becomes relentless. Watch it swing. It's clearing tons of earth in pitch darkness, guided only by those beams of light and the operator's instinct. The mind never sleeps, and neither does this monster. Darkness isn't the only enemy. The weather is arguably worse. Enter the Caterpillar 14M3 motor grader. Look at these road conditions. It's a slick, gray soup of mud and rock. If a 100-ton truck hits a slide here, it's game over. That is why the 14M3 is the most critical machine on the property right now. This isn't about brute force, it is about surgical precision. The operator uses that 14-foot blade to scrape off the slippery top layer and restore traction. Watch how close it gets to the passing trucks. It's a high-stakes dance. This machine is the only thing standing between a productive shift and a massive pileup. It keeps the lifeline of the mine open, no matter how messy it gets. If you thought the wet roads were bad, look at the pit floor. This is slush, a nightmare combination of water, coal dust, and dirt. And the only machine brave enough to tackle it is the Komatsu D475. Look at how deep those tracks are buried. This isn't just dozing. This is heavyweight mud wrestling. Pushing dry rock is easy. Pushing this wet, sticky muck requires insane torque. The suction from the mud tries to hold the machine back, but the D475 just powers through. Listen to that engine fight. It's clearing the slush to expose the solid ground underneath, ensuring the excavators have a stable place to stand. It's a dirty, messy job, but this machine loves it. We leave the mud pit for a much more dangerous job. This is a Caterpillar D8R, and the operator is performing a task called pioneering. Look at that angle. He is literally carving a road out of nothing, taking on a risk that leaves zero room for error. One slip, one unstable patch of ground, and gravity takes over. This job requires nerves of steel and absolute trust in the machine's balance. The D8R's high drive track system gives it the grip it needs to hang on. But make no mistake, this is 100% operator skill. Would you have the guts to sit in that cab? Let me know in the comments.
Alat berat, kelotok.
We are not done yet. You simply cannot talk about extreme mining without mentioning the Caterpillar D8R. In the world of dozers, this is absolute royalty. Standing over 15 feet tall and weighing over 230,000 pounds, nothing stands in its way. Just look at the amount of dirt in front of that blade. It's not just moving earth, it's reshaping the entire landscape in a single pass. See that iconic triangular track design? That's the elevated sprocket. It lifts the final drive out of the rock and shock zone, allowing this beast to slam into pile after pile of heavy earth without mercy. This is 850 horsepower of pure American heavy metal, dominating the ground it stands on. But believe it or not, we still have more heavy hitters coming up. Don't let the age fool you. This LeTourneau L1150 might be an old veteran, but in terms of efficiency, it still schools the new guys. It proves that raw performance doesn't age. With a massive 24 cubic meter bucket, it lifts 34 tons in a single bite. Watch it load this Cat 785C. It gets the job done with fewer passes than standard loaders. Less time loading means the truck burns less fuel idling and moves more tonnage per hour. It's fast, it's precise, and it saves money every single shift. Forget big. We are now entering the realm of the Titans. This is the Bucyrus 495HR. Unlike the excavators we saw earlier, this monster doesn't rely on hydraulics. It uses massive steel cables and raw electricity. See that power cord on the ground? It's feeding enough voltage to power a small town directly into this machine. It is loading the massive Komatsu D8R, an ultra-class hauler capable of carrying 320 tons. The scale here is terrifying. The Bucyrus needs just 4 passes to fully load that truck. This is the absolute peak of earth-moving capacity, where electricity meets steel to move mountains in minutes. We have witnessed the true mining beasts in action. So, tell me, which one impressed you the most? Let me know in the comments. Smash that like button, subscribe for more heavy metal action, and I'll see you on the next job site.